Hey guys, so I got told to react to this video, 10 disturbing crimes solved by children, by my friend Brody. I don't know what it, well, I do know what it's about. I don't really know what to expect. He told me really strictly not to watch it and to do it for the video. I mean, I do that with all my videos anyway, but he strictly told me to, I wasn't gonna do it for some reason, but let's go.
Just because someone is a child doesn't mean that they can't help bust some criminals. Whether it was planned or stumbled upon by accident, here are 10 crimes solved by children. Easter egg hunt. A small village in England called Capel, located in Surrey, found themselves at the center of a police pursuit during an Easter egg hunt in a field in April 2016. The children and families noticed a police helicopter flying around the field when they saw two men running across, realizing that the helicopter was chasing them. The children acted fast and formed a large arrow on the field to direct the cops to where the thieves ran off to.
Looks pretty funny.
The two men were captured and arrested, and the kids made headlines for their wit and quick action. Aiden Barrios. In January of 2015, Elizabeth Barrios left her 3-year-old son Aiden in the car while she dropped off her infant at daycare. When she stepped back outside, she was shocked to see that someone had stolen her car with Aiden still inside. Elizabeth called the police and let them know that her phone was still in the car and that her son knew how to use it. Cops proceeded to call Elizabeth's cell phone, and Aiden answered the call. The police then told Aiden to honk the horn and bang on the windows until police found him, and in the process, he managed to scare off the car thief and kidnapper. Because of Aiden's quick thinking and ability to follow directions, he solved his own kidnapping.
Pretty smart kid.
In 1991, John Samson used his 5-year-old son to get into the home of 78-year-old Lucille Johnson. Samson dropped his son in the living room and left him playing with some Legos. After, he proceeded to beat and strangle Johnson. As Samson left, his son left behind one of the Legos, which had one of Samson's fingerprints on it. However, the murder remained a cold case for 23 years until detectives finally decided to take a second look at the Lego left behind. Samson didn't have his fingerprint on file at the time of the murder, but he had since been in prison for a similar murder. Detectives found their match thanks to a 5-year-old boy who unknowingly left a hint for police.
It's weird how it took that long just to take a second look at a piece of Lego.
In March of 2016, a teenage boy witnessed his father and 2 others get shot by a 39-year-old man in his apartment complex. The shooter was on a rampage, but the boy managed to run out back of his apartment for help as soon as his dad was shot. He went to a neighbor's house and told him that a man from apartment 3 shot his dad. The neighbor called the cops, who were then able to find and arrest the shooter. Attempted kidnapping. In May of 2016, a teenage girl went from victim to crime solver after she was nearly kidnapped by a man named Jeffrey Willis. The teen was abducted after she got lost, and Willis offered her his cell phone. He took her into his minivan, but the girl fought back and jumped out of the van and ran. She was able to successfully identify Willis, who was arrested for kidnapping. It was then realized that he was behind a murder in 2013 and another disappearance in 2014. The teenage girl is considered a hero, and her community rallied along with her during Willis's trial and arrest. Carter Hatcher. In September of 2015 in Edmonton, Missouri, Carter was playing in a city park when a 6-year-old offered him a $100 bill to ride his bike. Carter was immediately suspicious when he saw the kid had several more $100 bills and ran home to tell his grandmother, who then called police. It turned out that the 6-year-old had actually stolen the money from a neighbor's house. Carter was hailed a hero in his town and was even recognized in a special ceremony in his honor. Children of a killer.
So it was a crime with another 6-year-old.
Victoria Perez had been missing since 2011, and cops were running out of leads. However, they got a break in the case when the children of Pamela Kasi Fregia came forward and told police that Perez was buried in their front yard because their mother had killed her. Pamela wanted another baby, and out of jealousy targeted Perez, who was 8 months pregnant. Pamela's daughter was present when she lured Perez into her home with the promise of baby clothes, where she then killed Perez. Pamela now faces the death penalty, and her children are hailed as heroes. Bradley Willman. Bradley Willman was one of the youngest teenagers to bust pedophiles using a Trojan horse computer program that he invented himself when he was a teenager. Trojan horse was a malware program disguised as a computer file, and it gave Willman complete access to the pedophile's computer without knowing the program's true intent. His program even got a well-known California judge named Ronald Klein put in prison for possession of child pornography. Bradley accessed thousands of computers and reported his findings to police. Today, Bradley is over 30 and he works as a private investigator, still catching criminals. Jessica Maples. 12-year-old Jessica Maples proved to be a real-life detective when she was able to solve the crime of who broke into her great-grandmother's house when detectives had pretty much given up. Police had told Jessica and her mother that someone had to have gotten into the great-grandmother's home with a key since there was no sign of forced entry. Jessica wasn't convinced and made her mom drive her to the house to investigate. Upon looking into the garage, Jessica found that the robbers had broken in through there. On a whim, she told her mother to drive her to the local pawn shop where they saw Granny's complete furniture set. The pawn shop owner told Jessica who sold him the goods, and Jessica had her mom drive her to one of the robbers' houses where she confronted him. At first, he denied it, but then confessed. An arrest wasn't made immediately, but the detective on the case admitted that Jessica pretty much did his job for him. Past life murder. A 3-year-old boy from Syria was born with an odd red birthmark on his head. When he was old enough to talk, he told his parents that he had been murdered with an axe in his past life.
I heard about
He
this.
took his parents to the village where he lived and showed them where his old body had been buried. The elders of the village asked the boy who murdered him, and the boy gave a name. When the elders confronted the man, he initially denied it. Authorities began to dig where the body was buried and found skeletal remains plus an axe inside the skull. The suspected killer was questioned once more and admitted his wrongdoing.
I actually saw that in a video. Oh, it's actually the end. So this is the one that my friend Brody was actually talking about. I have already seen that one. He remembered his past life. There are actually like only a couple kids in the world, and they're really young and they can remember their past lives. And there was this one who remembers he lived on this beach in a white house and he fell off a cliff or something. That's how he died. And ever since he was able to talk, he was telling stories, but as it got older, the stories got more detailed and everything, and he started becoming homesick. He wanted his mum from his past life to go see her. There are only a couple kids in the world who can actually remember their past lives. Maybe there are more people like adults and stuff who can remember their past lives, but I have actually seen that one before, and that was actually pretty bloody spinny, and it's a true story as well, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, seeing that as that is the end, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a massive thumbs up, please subscribe, and yes, peace.